Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Some of the roads in the Red River Valley could soon start to look like this. This is video of the first snowfall in Colorado earlier this month. And flakes are expected to start flying around here pretty soon.
So how much will fall? When will it start to fall? And who's going to be seeing it? Let's check in right away with our chief meteorologist, Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Well, first and foremost, all of this snow we're talking about gets started on Thursday in the morning along the international border, and it slides south throughout the day. So one more decent day before things change in a big way. By Thursday afternoon to early evening, most of the area will be seeing snow as opposed to rain, and it will be heavier from the Red River Valley and points east. Gusty winds in the late part of the day on Thursday into the overnight will gust over 50 miles per hour and will create dangerous travel. Accumulations won't be as lofty everywhere, but we will have some heavy snow bands in central portions of Minnesota. Here is the latest as we take a look at Thursday morning. Snow starting along the international border, rain south, and through the mid-morning hours, the wind really begins to increase, gusting over 30 miles per hour. Grand Forks, Fargo, and Jamestown all seeing snow as we go through the early to mid-afternoon hours. Look at Badette in the heavier band of snow for more hours. Now, the gusty winds get very intense in the Red River Valley and Lakes Country as we go through the overnight, but the trees help to slow down the wind. By morning, snow will be ending from northwest to southeast, and on Friday morning, there could be some of us with several inches of snow on the ground. Now, here's an early stab at snowfall totals, so this can change. I want to caution you. Light snow amounts to a dusting in the Red River Valley, but you go just off to the west and north, Grand Forks all the way through Badette, 2 to 6 inches. A possibility as we go through our day. An update on this in just a few minutes, but it is time to make sure the snow blower is running and have an idea of what you might be in for. If you have travel plans, keep a loose schedule.
All right, thanks.
Police in West Fargo are asking for your help in identifying a man they believe is involved in an ongoing investigation. If you have any information about this man, you're asked to call the police tip line at 701-433-5333. Officers say any information is greatly appreciated.
Former employees of a Fargo construction company are uniting. It's part of a story we first brought to you after Studs to Rugs closed its doors, leaving employees and customers picking up the pieces.
With no word from the company owner, those impacted are finding ways to move on. Valley News Team's Molly Casey has our story.
We just got a text message saying be at the shop by 4:30. We're going to have a major schedule change. But then all of a sudden we just walked in and we're just done.
Michael Bruns Jr. had been working with Studs to Rugs for 10 months, but last Wednesday, that ended.
I was devastated, and I'm just a normal guy just trying to make a living and pay my everyday bills, and I'm making just enough to do that.
But Bruns hasn't given up. He's now starting his own business, Prism Painting and Remodeling.
They got all the decals getting made up for my truck, having another company print me up all the estimate sheets, and I've lined up 9 jobs in 4 days.
And Bruns knows the sudden closure has left homeowners with uncompleted work.
I would definitely be willing to go over and help out and give them a discounted price.
Homeowners like Kirsten Nelson.
How much have you paid out?
$60,000.
What does and doesn't work at this point?
I mean, we just kind of assume that nothing works in here besides the lights.
Nelson and her husband started their kitchen remodel a month ago, but have little to show for the tens of thousands of dollars they've already invested.
We don't have any insulation in the walls, so the weather forecast this week has us a little nervous.
Despite not knowing how they'll pay for the rest of the reno, it's kindness from those like Bruns that's keeping the family going.
You know, my 10-year-old said, it's amazing how one person doing the worst brings out the best in everybody else.
From Fargo, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
And Bruns isn't the only one offering to help out. After our story ran yesterday on the Bowden family, Fargo-based luxury design and builders reached out to Valley News Live, offering to donate their services to help the family finish their kitchen, including insulation, siding, among other issues. All that was left unfinished by Studs to Rugs.
A city council member is blowing the whistle on what he says is a broken city contract and misappropriated tax dollars. Crookston Councilmember Bobby Baird says the Chamber of Commerce is taking 20% of lodging taxes, even though the city only approved them for 15%. We asked the director, Amanda Lean, if she thought she was in the wrong for increasing her budget from taxpayers without city approval. She dodged the question. To see the full story, head over to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
NFL players protesting the national anthem have left some fans choosing to turn off the TV. But more recently, one player is having the opposite effect.
It takes a simple Google search to find top headlines after last night's Philadelphia Eagles game. Everybody believes in Carson Wentz now, rising star and MVP. It seems as though everyone now across the country is recognizing the North Dakota native.
Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood spoke with some shoppers browsing around the Wentz section of Scheels to see if their thoughts mirror those headlines.
Okay, are you guys Wentz fans?
Oh, yeah.
And how about that game last night?
That was an awesome game.
He was on fire.
At 6'5", how do you do that?
I don't know.
4 touchdowns.
I was kind of scared there at the beginning.
Whoop-de-doo, get out of the pocket.
And something happened to the recorder, and I missed it.
It was crazy.
A sandwich between the Vikings and Broncos section of Scheels reveals a glimmer of green and black. The number 11 hangs with a famous last name, Wentz.
First, everybody was all Vikings because it was the closest team to North Dakota. It's just phenomenal to see that he's gone from a small town guy to one of the top players in the NFL.
This is the kind of person I would like to see watch play football.
And given the recent anthem protests, some from North Dakota choose to watch because of Wentz.
Some of the other folks that don't choose to stand up for the national anthem and so on, I don't care to watch them. But he's a special person.
It makes you want to watch the NFL.
Yes, it does. Watch Carson Wentz.
Are you already thinking ahead to Super Bowl? Reporting in Fargo.
Yeah, why not? Go big or go home, right?
Christine Stanwood, Valley News Live.
By the way, the Carson Wentz jersey is one of the top sellers on NFL shopping sites like Fanatics and NFLshop.com. And if you'd like to watch the Dutch Destroyer video, we have attached that to this story at valleynewslive.com.
It is a good story. Trouble avoided, but questions being asked after 2 separate near misses involving jets belonging to the same airline. Details later on Valley News Live at 10.
Up next, if you like to get your wine through Amazon Wine, there are some major changes coming.